Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building. We got Troy Ave.
Troy Ave. God is great and the paper straight.
Back in the building?
Yeah, I'm back in the building with a charting album. #1 independent on the East Coast, man. I feel blessed, baby. I got a new haircut, too.
Are you fully independent? You know, there's always that debate.
Oh, yeah, I'm fully 100% been independent since day one, like, for real, fully independent. Mm-hmm. So, you know, I should be getting another plaque, and that's what I prayed for, and I'm about to get it, and I always get what I pray for, man, for real.
So what's been up with Troy Ave? What you been up to in the last...
What you been praying for?
2 years, last couple of years.
What I've been praying for? Yeah. Oh, man, I've been praying for a new album that chart. That's what I wanted. I've been praying for properties. I ain't really pray for. I really pray for that God give me the strength. Because once I got the strength and health, I could go and do the rest. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I've been buying a bunch of properties, trying to be like my man Envy. You know what I'm saying?
How is the real estate market right now? Because I know prices have been up above what they normally are, and I keep hearing them talk about that. The
way I usually do it is I buy, I keep, and then I rent them. Mm-hmm. I don't do flips and stuff like that. So I stopped buying. Like, last crib I bought was probably like 4 months into the pandemic. But the reason why I stopped is because just a headache of having to be out there and then getting the people to come and do the inspection so you could get the tenants and all that. Mm-hmm. And just like dealing with the hassle, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then I found that I had more properties than I could really manage. So I was like, let me just focus on those. Then you know how it is when you start doing other things. And I'm still doing music. Mm-hmm. I still got to be a father. I just got like, you know, more custody of my kids now. You know what I'm saying? So I still got to do that.
You have joint custody?
Yeah, before I had like some bullshit visitation. I get my kids 3 days a week. You can't be no real dad like that. Mm-hmm. That's impossible.
How many kids you got?
I got 2.
You got 2. So
yeah. I got 2 kids by the same mother.
2 sons.
So let's talk about the custody of kids. I see your kids a lot more on your gram, and you've been taking them to school. You've been taking them to trips. So how has that been? So first of all, like you said, you got joint custody or you got full custody?
I got joint custody, so now I get them half the time. I get them 2 weeks out of 4 out the month, mm-hmm. as opposed to having them 6 days a month before.
Was she willingly doing that, or was that something you had to do in court?
Absolutely not. I had to fight in court for that. Mm-hmm. And I feel like every father should go fight in court. I even got a lot of homeboys where it's just like kind of like a cop-out where, damn, you know, the mom, she won't let me see him. Like, that's bullshit. You got to be a parent to your kids no matter what, because at the end of the day, it's going to fall on you when you got to bail them out of jail. You know what I'm saying? When you got to take care of the baby that they made early, it's going to fall on you, and it ain't no bullshit excuse about, yo, I couldn't be there because the moms won't let me see him. I went
to
court.
How are you co-parenting now?
We good now. No offense, Yee, but, you know, women like to do bullshit. Not all women, but some.
Men do too sometimes. People like to.
I ain't gonna front. It is a lot of bitter. It's bitter baby mothers that could be men too. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of them. Mm-hmm. I know because I deal with women and I know about they bitter baby fathers that they might cop block. They don't want to babysit so me and the girl could go out or like bullshit. You know what I'm saying? They still want them, but that's when you got leverage. So once women like to use leverage a lot. Once there's no leverage. Once it's like, you can't take the kids from me, so I don't have to call you and be like, yo, could I see my kid? Yo, let me keep them extra days. And what could they really do? Mm-hmm. It's no leverage, so now you got to play nice in the sandbox.
You do have a song called Bitter on the album.
I do, so bitter.
Toxic, kind of toxic goes into bitter.
It did. I did that on purpose. I wanted it to be like so toxic and so bitter. And like, if you notice on So Toxic, like I don't put my hands on women. I don't believe in none of that shit. So like, you know, like the girl hit me with some flowers and all kind of...
Bust your lip?
Yeah, bust my lip, all kind of shit.
True story?
Yeah, but not so much. When I make my music, I use like, it's always based on true facts, but I might use like my friend's story and then my story and put it together. Just certain shit so I don't incriminate myself, whatever. But I've been there many nights, but I didn't get swung on and hit with roses that night. You know,
right. I
got swung on for other shit like somebody trying to say they was pregnant by me and I was, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So anyway, it's So Bitter shit that was actually about my kid's mother and she actually loved the song. So the co-parenting is going great.
Yeah. I was going to ask you with the with joint custody, does that mean you have to pay now because you get it half the time?
Now, here go the crazy thing, man. Since I'm such a nice guy, you know.
Since he's such a nice guy.
Nice toxic guy.
Yeah, no, I'm not toxic. I swear I'm not toxic.
There's certain things in that song that sound toxic to me.
Oh, my gosh. Point one out, please. Don't do me like that. I ain't do nothing. I'm a nice guy.
Oh, yeah? The reason I say that is because, and I know you got to get back to that question, though, because I saw you talking about whether or not you are monogamous, right?
Oh, if it wasn't for my phone, I would. Yeah, that's true, though. That's the definition. See, we can't get caught up in, that's what we get caught up in. Back to do I have to pay child support?
You have to pay child support.
I pay child support because I'm such a nice guy. Now, I don't really have to, because technically, on paper, she make more money than me. I don't have it. I'm an artist. I'm unemployed sometimes.
You have a lot of property, though, and income coming in.
Allegedly, right? NBA say allegedly.
Allegedly.
It might be in the LLC that's not really, you know what I mean? It might not be mine, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I might be the head of the chair. I might be a figurehead, as they said in New York City. I mean, not, what's the shit? New Jack City.
Yeah.
I'm just the figurehead. Now, but yeah, I do pay just because I'm a nice guy, but it was corny because I was like, yo, I'm paying less than I was giving you. That was stupid, you know what I'm saying? Mm. But I still give her gifts and shit like that. Like, we was shopping the other day, and the kids was like, oh, we should get mommy this bag or whatever. I was like, all right, it's going to be a gift from y'all for Christmas or whatever, you know what I mean?
Okay.
But yeah, but back to that. I feel like you got to make your own definition of being monogamous. You can't just get put into a box. I'm not with none of that.
Well, there's one definition of monogamous. That means you with one person. Mono.
But how are you with them? Like, we talking about one person sexually? That don't really make sense for like a man with a sex drive, and like nowhere in the world, like even in the Bible, a man didn't have one wife. Not trying to be like promoting cheating. It's not really cheating if you have an understanding, you know what I'm saying?
Now, understanding is an understanding, but when somebody got to go through your phone and see stuff.
My phone always open. I don't keep no locks on my phone. I don't play that because I don't lie and I don't cheat. I never bring home no babies. I never bring home no STDs, and I feel like I'll never mess with a girl's friend or their family member. I feel like that's being faithful. I feel like that's being faithful.
I have morals.
Right, exactly. Like you can't be a scumbag dog. Like you gonna block your blessings like that. So that's I put my own definitions on life. I don't let people put me in a box or whatever, and then whoever I'm with, we a partner. It's a partnership, and most times I got the leverage because I'm bringing more to the table. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just a catch. I'm a well of a catch.
Well, what happened with the woman that said that she was pregnant by you?
Well, the thing with that was,
oh boy,
you know, he started off with the thing. But the thing with that was, it was weird. That was like that relationship. Not trying to make an excuse, you know, men do this a lot. But you know how you be in a relationship, you don't know you married. You be in a relationship, and it be kind of over already, but you still there. You just because I'm loyal. I never leave a girl.
So the relationship was over, but you were still knocking her off.
We was around messing with each other, but I'm loyal, so I never leave a girl for another girl. But we wasn't even really having sex like that. See, the crazy shit is, I was bitter towards her because she fucked up a real estate deal. Mm-hmm. It's when I was in the streets and I was trying to make myself legitimate or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I say, yo, I'm in the streets. You got a job here. I'm gonna put a property in your name. And women know most niggas try to give you debts and liabilities. I'm trying to put an asset in your name. Yo, we gonna be together. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna buy my first condo, put it in your name because my paperwork is nothing is dirty. Come to find out, she let some dickhead put a motorcycle on her name, and her credit was like $400 or $500. Mm-hmm. So I was turned off. It was terrible from there. So I'm like, I looked at her a certain way, and then it got worse when I had to go. This is years ago, so this is not the statute of limitation. But I had to make fake paperwork, and I had to go get a bank account, and I had to go write the check for the property, and I put 30% thinking like, yo, I'm gonna get approved because I have no real work history or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then I put my two homeboys on the work. I say, yo, hey, listen, y'all in the streets, it's how you make your money right. All you gotta do is pay like $300 a week, and then you could say you make like $1,200. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like on paper. So you don't gotta go to nobody for cars. You don't gotta go to nobody for cribs. They said cool. They paid for about 3 weeks. Then they couldn't see past their feet. So they was like, man, I ain't doing this shit no more. It's a waste of money. What I didn't know is that now I gotta pay workers' comp on them. Mm-hmm. So now I got hit with 2 workers' comp fines for $25,000 each, right? So now the check that I wrote the 30% out from, right? I had one check in escrow, and I'm talking real estate talk that, you know what I mean, it's deep shit. Mm-hmm. I had one check in escrow, and then I had another check that went to the account. So they gave me the check back. The lawyer gave me the check back from escrow once they said, well, this paperwork no good, we can't, the deal's closed. Now the other check that I was supposed to get back, it had to go back to that account that had a lien on it for $50,000. And I'm just like, fuck. So I basically blamed her for that because I had to go do
fake shit. That's not really her fault, though. I mean, you didn't have your stuff together.
If you want to split hairs, it's kind of,
so what happened with the pregnancy? So she got pregnant.
Man, why you keep going to pregnancy, man? I'm trying to get away from the pregnancy.
You confusing me. I thought we were asking about pregnancy.
All right,
the girl, thing I know.
The girl got pregnant and
so she was pregnant.
Yeah, she was pregnant, but I don't even know if it was mine. That was
you
crazy.
just said you don't bring no pregnant babies home.
Because I wasn't home with her at the time.
Okay.
I swear I was not home with her at the time. The relationship was, I don't
know, you sound kind of toxic to me.
I prefaced it by saying we was done for 2 months, man. We was done.
All right. It was over for 2 months.
Yeah, I'm not that guy.
So now,
that's fucked up,
you and I was talking, we listened to your album again this morning.
Yeah, did.
And we noticed there's no features.
Yeah. No features.
And the first thing me and you said,
shout out to Kevin Gates.
Damn, nobody fuck with Troy Ave?
No, that's not true. I'm gonna have features on White Christmas.
Okay.
But like certain times when you doing albums, when you independent, I'm not the best planner of things. So like I do a lot of shit myself. I just make it happen. So I'm not the best planner and setup. And then you gotta call artists and hit them and like this album I decided I want to do it in 3 weeks. I want to just put it out. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like waiting. I just like getting it done. And I know. Like, unless it's like an album like Major Without a Deal, New York City, the album, I feel like I could carry an album myself, especially with the way the music is now. Like, I'm not one of these artists that I never been. When the only time I had mad features is because I wanted to get with all of the people that I looked up to in music coming up. You know what I'm saying? Like, whether it was Fat Joe, 50 Cent, or Jada Fab, that was the only time. But as far as this, the way albums is now, all these albums that I'm making them like soundtracks, so they come with a movie. That's why they show it. That's why they 25, 30 minutes, you know what I'm saying? And then it's smarter like that, streaming-wise, just to go get the bag and run it up. So I wanted it to be a movie with just me. That's why every song kind of tie into the next and whatever. But I feel like it's a cop-out when you reaching for features. You see people do mad features with people it don't even match. You don't even fuck with them. You just basically dick riding, trying to get some streams, and niggas that do all this and still not selling records. So how does it make sense? I'm not that. I'm an alpha male. I was stand alone, and I do what I want, and I move on my own time. I don't move on, I'm forced under pressure to have to sell this much, or I gotta sound. It sounds dumb when you trying to sound like somebody that's not even in your lane. They not even doing it right like Biggie did with Bone Thugs. It's just trash. It look like you reaching. And
well,
I don't
you say
never
you stand alone. So do you feel like other artists that used to mess with you, do they mess with you now? Or do you feel like people have some type of like stigma?
You know what? I'm gonna say like when I see artists that, that I was fucking with heavy, it's always all love. Oh shit, what up, baby? Where you been? You know what I mean? It could be fake shit, it could be not, whatever. But like ever since I came home from jail, I just been different. You know what I mean? Mentally, I've been different. I just stopped fucking with people. I ain't feel the need to have people around me. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like I was not above all that, but I felt like what's the purpose of giving people your energy? I don't be going out to everything. Like somebody just told my man they was somewhere, yeah, I know Troy Ave, but he don't be outside like that no more. Like, nigga, my outside is different. I go to the front row of fights. I go do fine dining. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do different. I go to Broadway plays with my kids. I do different outside because now I know the difference of running around and giving everybody your energy and fucking you end up in jail and it's just you. You feel me? So I got that taste of it, but it could be. I don't know. I don't reach out to people to really even see what's up. You know what I'm saying?
Well, first you moved your album back in respect for Young Dolph. Young Dolph passed away.
Yes, R.I.P. Young Dolph.
Passed away.
That's a fact.
I was gonna ask when you seen what happened with Young Dolph, did that bring back memories for you? Because at a couple times they tried to take your life away in a couple of different occasions.
Yeah, can you help me pull off this chinchilla? Cause it's cold outside.
Okay, I got you.
Know what I'm saying? First of all, we gotta tell them since there's be a lot of rap cap going on. You know what I'm saying? We gotta show the people it's a difference. It's my little gift for my album charting.
You bought yourself a gift. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta reward yourself because nobody else won't reward you. You gotta reward yourself. But it's rap cap. If they don't got their name in their coat, it's rap cap, man. I'm telling you. You don't got your name in your coat, it's not yours.
It's
That's
ready.
a fact.
You borrowed
it's
it for
ready.
the day.
You feel
you borrowed
me?
it for the day.
Shout out to my man Constantine first. You feel me? The name gotta be in your coat always. But speaking of Young Dolph, you gotta be fly like Dolph. You know what I'm saying? That's my man. But that shit, with people trying to take my life or whatever, I don't know, man. It's just like that shit is just street shit. Like,
you still go out, you still go to the fights, you still go to, to restaurants. Does that make you nervous? Do you move differently because it's? You had a couple of attempts on your life, so do you feel like I'm gonna stay out the way? I
move more dangerously and I move more militant. Like, you're not seeing me with a bunch of. I'm not gonna be with 10, 8 niggas, whatever. Like, I'm gonna have my security. He's gonna be licensed with a firearm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I move more dangerous than anything, and on top of that, I carry myself differently. I carry myself like I try not to let my ego get involved anymore. So I feel like I'm growing up. I'm maturing as an adult. So a lot of times you'd be like, man, fuck this. I want to go here. It's gonna be lit. Just let my face be seen. But for what? Mm-hmm. You doing it for free. It's like in life you gotta have more value to yourself than other people will. You know what I'm saying? And most of us don't. Just being in the urban community, we don't do that at all. So, and you can see by the risks we take being places we shouldn't be. So it's basically like if you in if it's a water filled with sharks, you might could get in that water and not get bit, but it's a likely chance that you might get bit. So why would you jump in that water? I jump in the water if it's a big bag of money for me to get. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I'm not going in no
like Squid Game.
Like Squid Game, but I wouldn't do no Squid Game. I got more hustle than that. I'll get it from the mud. But I jump in the money if it's I jump in the water if it's a big bag of money to get. But that's the equivalent of the hood. Mm-hmm. It's sharks. Motherfuckers is hungry. Right. They trying to eat, and you can't blame them. But where I gotta hold myself to is be like, wait, I'm in the middle of the ocean on a yacht. Why would I jump off my yacht to go swim with some hungry sharks? Mm-hmm. It makes no sense. You feel me? I'm just a big bag of money. And if I was them, I'd probably try to do something to me too. So I just move dangerous, especially when I'm with my kids. I'm extra on high alert, but as you should be if you got anything of value, if you hold yourself of value, it can happen with anybody.
Right.
Have you had to explain that to your sons? Like anything that's happened to you? Because one day they are going to read about it and know about it.
No, my kids know about it now. Mm-hmm. I don't play that. I be dead honest with my kids. I don't play that at all. So as far as explaining to, they know I got shot in the head. You know I got a bullet in my head. Like even we was at the barbershop the other day. Now anybody can see I got a low haircut. I used to have like a higher fade or whatever. But that's because they got to cut around the. I can't get the clippers on the bullet. They got to cut it with scissors. So I had to tell them. They like, oh, Dad, you got a low haircut? Yeah. But they know why. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or like, but they'll try to do stuff like, oh, tell them be careful because you know that thing that happened or whatever. But I be like, nah, it's okay. This shit happens in life when you be in the streets or whatever. These are the consequences. You know what I'm saying? And I try to raise them differently and better. I don't hide nothing from my kids. They know I used to sell drugs. They know all kind of shit. They know I've been shot. They know I shot people. Like it shit just happens like that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I raise my kids differently. I want to every generation. If you're not doing better with every generation, like my mom's is doing better than her mom's was, and I'm doing better than my mom, and my kids better be doing better than me, or I failed as a father. And part of that come from the law of the street shit. Mm-hmm. Like I ain't had my pops ain't tell me about, yo, this is the street. They just basically, hey, yeah, don't do that. That's bad. Don't use drugs. It's bad. Whatever. I take my kids around. Say, you see this person? He's a fucking bum. He's a crackhead. You want to be a crackhead? Don't listen to your dad. I be extreme with them because they're kids. Don't listen to your dad. Keep on being sneaky, whatever, and you'll be a bum and a crackhead in the street. Look at him. He's sleeping on the floor. You want to be like that? They be scared. Say, no. Exactly. So that's how I like to bring it to them. I don't hide shit from my kids. And if you do, they going to hear it in school anyway. They going to hear all the curse words in school. They going to see all the little fast little boys and fast little girls going to be in school. So if it's some sex on the TV, close your eyes. But if they ask me about sex, I let them know this is how kids are made and all kind of shit.
And what's going on with your, I'm not asking for details, but with your court case? Because I feel like your court case has been like 6 years ago, 5 years ago.
2016. I'm hoping that shit could be 10 years ago because right now they letting me go finally leave the country. I got a show in Jamaica on January 1st or whatever. But
when are you guys going back? When the proceedings happen? Because I mean,
I do go to court.
Rittenhouse was what, last year? Less than a year ago, and he went to court, and it just seems like it's taking a long time.
I go to court online.
Are you online?
Yeah, I go to court online. So that's better. Less ears, less eyes out the way or whatever. And what I'm understanding is that now, since with COVID, they not gonna put on no real trial or whatever and have me sitting on trial and then all of a sudden one of the members break out with COVID and then they just gotta be a hung jury for me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I mean, it's good. It's work. The longer I stay out of trouble, the longer that this is proof. Like I've been saying from day one, self-defense. This was an isolated incident. I've never got no trouble before, and I never got no trouble after because I ain't the cause of no trouble.
So the longer this gets postponed, the better it is for you.
The better, as long as I'm staying out of trouble, I'm being a productive member of society. You know what I mean? I'm not being a fucking bum or a menace. Then yeah, it's good. It got to be good because it show. I've been on probation for mad years. I couldn't leave the country. They started letting me do shows. Like I feel like I'm on probation. And it's fucked up. But the longer the better. I want to stay out. I want to keep making dope music like God is Great, Paper Straight, the album. I want to keep on. Matter of fact, speaking of merch, I got some clothes for y'all.
Oh, you got gifts for us?
Yeah, I come with gifts.
You got us chinchillas too?
Nah, I didn't quite get you chinchillas
Okay.
now.
He didn't reward you like that.
Whoa. Hold up, ice cream truck. But yeah, I bought y'all a couple things, you know what I'm saying? Check it out. That's my brand, God is Great, Paper Straight.
Okay.
So now I see you have a close relationship.
Yeah, you see it? You see the front? That was inspired by the Crack is Whack art. So I kind of like flip it and then you show the back.
God is
but
great.
Yeah, you believe in God?
Of course.
All right, cool. I didn't want to be that guy. I didn't want to be that guy putting it on, you know what I'm
I
saying?
have all these blessings.
So you got, it seems like you got a closer relationship to God.
You
It
absolutely
seems like in
right.
the last couple of years. So explain that, because when my wife's mother passed away, a lot of people sent texts and sent messages and sent flowers, but Troy Ave actually called, and he called with his pastor, and he said he wanted to do a prayer. He said the same thing. He said, "Do you believe in God?" And I was like, "Oh yeah." And he was like, "If you don't mind, I would love to pray for you and your wife." So I don't know if I was home or I went upstairs or I called my wife on three-way, but we all prayed, and I just thought that was dope because a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people will say, "Yo, condolences," but not too many people say, "You know what? I want to pray for you." I want
They'll say they send prayers up or I throw some prayers with you, and it be cap a lot of time. I'm just a genuine person, and I know. I'm gonna take these fucking glasses off because I gotta talk real shit. I don't want to act like I'm cooling y'all out. But when you a genuine person, it leaves you at a handicap in life and in certain businesses that you're going through. But no matter what, you still gonna be blessed. You know what I'm saying? So I really felt like I felt pain for Envy. You know what I'm saying? Same way I shed tears for Young Dolph. You know what I mean? Like I really felt pain. Like that if you really fuck with somebody and they going through something, you gonna feel pain for them. And I know what helped me through pain is like God. You know what I'm saying? And not on no, I'm not no pastor or nothing, but the actual, I'm gonna tell you how ill it is, how everything come full circle. The pastor that I call him with, that's my pastor now, that actually prayed for him and his wife, that's the pastor who contacted, or his sister contacted y'all. That's the one who basically saved me and drove me to the hospital on Christmas Day when I got shot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how I knew he was legit. He ain't one of these, hey, give me some money in a hat and type of bullshit pastors. You feel me? Like he come to the big house, we talk shit, whatever, chilling. So I feel like when I started going through shit, I always believe in God. I always pray before I eat my meals. I make my kids pray. I don't care if I'm at a table with a bunch of.
I can't not
you
pray.
You feel me?
Yeah.
You can't. And I never had no food poisoning or no shit like that. That's a fact. So I don't know if it's like, even if I'm at a table, it could be a bunch of bad bitches at the table and we chilling doing nigga shit. And everybody pray. Everybody pray. Don't wake up, get on Instagram, pray. You know what I mean? All that shit. So I feel like it's like when you with a woman and you might love the woman, you might appreciate the woman, but say you go through some real shit. Say you get shot and she nurse you back to health. Say you go to jail and she run your business for you and hold everything down, take care of your kids. Then it's really gonna make your relationship stronger. You're gonna have a newfound respect and newfound appreciation. And then I really sat back when I see people that motherfuckers die from less. I got shot in the head, you feel me? Like in real life and in my back. Like people die for less. And the fact that I'm living, I can't waste life. I can't do bullshit. I can't have I can't hold on to negativity and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm here for a purpose and I gotta make my life more purposeful than just, fucking around, getting money, fucking with bitches, being fly, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Do you ever have flashbacks or any type of PTSD from that? Cause
when I'm what you say you can't imagine having. Yeah, that shit is fucked up, man. But it's like fight or flight, and I done proved it more than 1, 2, 3 instances that like I'm always gonna fight. You know what I'm saying? One thing, ain't nobody gonna just. I'm not a victim. So anyway, when I'm driving in certain cars, like certain here, they gonna say I'm bragging again. But when you're driving in certain low foreigns, like low sitting cars, that's when I'll feel like away. But if I'm in like a truck or something, or you know what I mean, different SU 4-door, I don't feel away. But like if I'm in something low, you in a bucket. You like motherfuckers could just come down and stand over you and just whatever. So that shit make me feel a little bit nervous, but not nervous to the point where like I'm sweating and shaking and crying or like.
It's a thought though, because you think about the situation. It's like a deja vu.
It ain't. It's more like a more on high alert. But like I say, I handle pressure and shit differently. I'm not weak. I'm strong. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that other people are weak for dealing with shit, but like
everyone has their moments though. You don't have to be strong all the time.
Everybody got their moments, but yeah, you do got to be strong all the time when you have
to allow yourself to sometimes feel that though, and feel like vulnerable.
I can't. The way my life's set up, I can't be vulnerable because that should be my downfall. You feel me?
Not even in a relationship.
Fuck no, that'd be the downfall. I'm telling you, it's a downfall. Like I wear my heart on my sleeve. Yeah, with my kids, that's different. All bets is off when you with your kids. You feel me? But that's different. Like I owe them. They're my responsibility to raise them right, and I can't have no weakness. They can't see me fucking crying or being broke or like just different.
But your kids cry. They have to know it's okay to cry.
My boys cry, but they can't cry over bullshit. So my son was crying. We was leaving a football game. Your son play football. You know what's up. My son was crying over not getting a donut. So I had to check him in front of everybody. What are you crying for?
I still cry over stuff like that.
Well, see, you a woman. But look, you know what's crazy? Like having like real emotion like that and shit, that's feminine and it's okay.
No,
like,
it's not true because sometimes it come out of nowhere too.
Man, you see,
sometimes people cry over something small because there's something bigger happening.
Well, then let me ask you this. This is why the game is fucked up a lot now because we got too much blurred lines. We don't have feminine roles and masculine roles. Them shits is mixed. And that ain't how it's supposed to go. I'm only saying that I go by God. I don't care what nobody talking about. Men ain't supposed to wear dresses. Facts. That ain't how it go. What are you,
I don't know where that
time?
Rule came from. It's just clothes. Because in certain places they do wear skirts. No, they do.
I said, what are we in Roman times? We not in Roman times. They not Irish with a bagpipe.
It's just fashion.
How is it fashion?
It's just clothes.
All right. So like I said, Envy, you agree? Would you wear a skirt?
Would I wear a skirt?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, cool. All right, whatever.
It depends on the circumstance.
Would you marry a man that wears a skirt? Would you marry a man with a skirt?
Was it? Yeah.
Okay, all right.
It's just clothes. I don't see how clothes
she's a free spirit,
so much.
open-minded thinker. She feel like men should cry and shit. I feel like you should.
I think people should be able to cry if they need to.
But let me ask you this. There's other alternative ways to deal with your crying. So every time God bless the day, my man Banger, when his birthday come around, I get on bullshit. That's how you see me being like, I'm going at Asanova. I'm putting his fucking I'm having a paperwork party. He ratted on God Bless the Dead Classic. Like I'm on bullshit around when the time that my man birthday passed had died, right? But I don't deal with that with tears. I go hit the boxing bag. You know what I'm saying? I go hit the punching bag.
So when's the last time you cried? You haven't cried at all?
I haven't cried since my grandfather's funeral, and I had tears in my eyes when Dolph died. That's a fact. But it's other ways to deal with shit. We don't have to automatically deal with something one way. Not saying people are weak for crying. Everybody deal with shit their own way. But me, the way I'm set up, I gotta be like this. I gotta be an alpha. I can't. Yeah, I deal with so much shit. If I was a crybaby ass nigga, I would be crying all the time.
Ain't nobody say you had to cry all the time, but I'm saying it's okay.
Yo, you don't understand.
It's okay.
I would be crying. Yo, I don't think nobody in the history of rap, besides maybe Tupac, not comparing myself to Pac, but I will make a new Pac too and make money off it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Charlamagne for that. But nobody deal with this much hate and overcome it. I get hate from fucking when I did the suicide shit. It was suicide prevention people hating on me. You know what I'm saying? I get hate from I said some shit about people being junkies. It was drug advocates hating on me. You know what I'm saying? I get hate from weirdo rappers. I get hate from fake ass gangster rappers. I get hate from media people. I get hate from I said some shit. The LGBT community was on my top. I get hate from Peter.
But that's because of things you said.
But how? I don't say bullshit. I just say shit that I speak on shit that might be in the Bible. I speak on opinions based on facts. Just like my podcast, the
Yeah,
Facto
but people
Show.
deal with real life things like suicide prevention.
But that goes back to what I'm saying. There's other ways to deal with shit. You don't have to deal with some shit by killing yourself. And now what I was saying is like, you being an enabler low key because you're saying, hey, there's nothing wrong with men wearing skirts, nothing wrong. I say it is something wrong with committing suicide. Don't fucking do it. And then hopefully that I'm gonna tell you this is a fact. I don't be up here lying. I don't be up here capping. My name is in my chinchilla. I'm not one of those people. So I had people tell me, yo, Troy Ave, I'm not gonna front. You saved my life. I was on some bullshit, feeling depressed. But you said that, yo, I'm a fucking dickhead if I kill myself, and I didn't do it.
You know, but there's people who have real life, and I'm gonna say this because I do know somebody who was on medication, got off the medication, and ended up taking his own life, and that was because of a chemical imbalance that he had.
That's a fucked up story, and I feel.
And so I feel like we don't know what goes on if you're not in that situation where you've never felt like that, or you've never had to be on medication.
Low key, we do know what's going on. We do know what's going on. I'm gonna tell you why. And not saying that I'm blessed that I do have mental issues, but my mental issues, I deal with them differently. And like low key, we do know what's going on. You just glazed over it. Yeah, he was on medication. He got off the medication.
Yeah, because it was making him nauseous.
You want to be nauseous or dead?
Yeah, but sometimes you think you're cured. You don't know. Like when you have these issues.
I know. I had a neighbor like that. He was bipolar across the street.
Right. So
he would get off his
a
meds
hard
and bug
thing.
out. I said, nigga, get the fuck back on your meds. No, man, because I can't drink and it hurt my stomach. Nigga, fuck that. You out here bugging. You want the police to tase you or kill you? So you want to be nauseous or dead? We gotta draw lines in the sand. And that's the shit that be bothering me about this whole music and entertainment and just shit that I'm in. Like, I draw lines in the sand and it be a handicap for me because like I'm standing on real shit and everybody else is on whatever. Not throwing shots at you, Yee. I actually, we've been to Poke Knockers together early. I really fuck with Yee on a personal level, but like we gotta draw lines in the sand and say this is right and this is wrong. You feel me? Because the people who like even going back to this, is what I hate about music. I hate when rappers out fuck with beef. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I really, really hate that because I really genuinely I don't fuck with a lot of people, but when I do fuck with you, I'll fuck with you 1,000%. So like, I'm gonna tell you a story. I really fuck with Young Dolph, right? But around that time that we met or before that, Yo Gotti did some real shit for me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He put me on. He did some real shit for me, gave me some real advice, and then went and did something for me. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, damn, I wish I had the power, or like I wish I was like where I could put niggas together and just be like, yo, I gotta stop this. But a lot of times, like I seen, not saying that they had anything to do with it, but I'm just saying like just with beef going on, mm-hmm. how the fuck? There's no way that, God forbid, somebody kill one of y'all, God forbid, right? Mm-hmm. There's no way I'm gonna be at any party celebrating with anybody who. Again, I'm not saying anything about, like that happened. I'm just saying I'm not even going to be out with somebody who you maybe had a problem with in a party. I'm not going to feel comfortable in that space, you feel me? And I see that shit happening, and the shit is like, damn, that's why I stay independent. That's why I stay doing my own thing.
Yeah, but you can stay doing your own thing and not necessarily care, right? And I just want to go back,
right? Not see caring is a problem. Right, you said not care.
But this is my thing, right? So first, right, I'm listening to you talk. I'm just letting you talk. The crying shit, I think what you're saying is full of shit. I'm gonna tell you why, right?
Tell me why,
I'm gonna
please.
tell you why.
I know it's gonna be holes in your story.
No, I'm gonna tell you why, right? Because when it comes to stuff, right, I'm a grown ass man, right? I'm good. Right. My kids is good. My grandkids is good. We are good. My parents are straight.
Right.
And whatever happens, whether it's street, whether it's business, whatever it is, I handle my own mail. Nobody takes advantage of me, right? And there's nobody that can say they did. You know street shit. When somebody came at me, you know I came at them. Mm-hmm. They threw 2 at me, I threw 4 back. And that's real. I never talk about it because I don't have to. Mm-hmm. Right? But if I'm watching a movie on a plane and something is sensitive, I'm going to tell
Oh, fuck no. Get this nigga a bib and a pamper.
It's the truth.
Why are you crying? It's a movie.
But something that makes me feel away.
Envy.
It's something that makes me feel. You can say here and say whatever you want about me, and me and you can
Envy.
go. We can fight and tussle. But if
Envy.
there's something in a movie
Tussle.
that makes me feel away, I could throw a tear.
I
That don't make me
said
less
Envy
of a
cried
man.
during Creed on
That
the
don't make
flight.
me less
I
of a
saw him.
man.
What? No, I'm not saying it
My
makes
baby
you,
was just
no,
born. I cried.
That's different.
That don't make me less
I said
of a
there's
man.
no rules with your kids and shit. If I see my kids graduate and do some great shit that I didn't do, I'm gonna cry.
My daughter got
I'ma get
stitches
tears
on her
about
face
it.
at a young age. I tear it up because I see my daughter crying. So it
How?
made me
She not
cry.
dead?
Nah, but it don't matter. But her seeing her in pain put me in pain.
I see my
And it's
kids in
that
pain,
can't
and I
take
want.
away.
That's what I'm saying. I be
can't
wanting to
take
take
away
the
that
pain away
pain.
from my kids, but I'm not crying over no damn movie. It's a movie.
And not boo-hooing,
What you
but it
getting
make you
scared
tear.
over? It
Nah.
make you tear like what? Like I seen movies and that's what I'm saying. I
You must
react
not
to
have
it
seen
different.
Creed.
You
I
do.
be like, I seen Creed.
But-
I just be like, damn, that was a really good movie. That shit touched me.
But
I'm
because-
gonna say it touched me. I'm not gonna say, can I get a tissue?
I mean,
Come
I ain't
on,
walking around
man.
the plane like, can I get a tissue?
Nigga,
But
if you cry, you cry. Come on, man.
You never cried to get a girl back?
It made me
Fuck
cry.
no.
You know guys do that every day.
that?
I know.
What's that?
Cry to get a girl back. I know. And the crazy thing is, I laugh with their girls about it. I laugh with every girl. Yo, nigga ever cry in front of you?
See,
Hell yeah.
It's different now. Now with the skirt thing, right? Now, mind you.
If you got to cry to get your wife back because it's for financial gain, it's different. But not crying for no
Financial
girlfriend.
gain.
Yeah, you,
But like, all right, even wife back. If my wife left me today, I'll cry for my wife back.
yeah, you
I've been
fucking
with her
better.
27 years.
And
since
you
15.
And you ain't gonna be filthy.
She's
You gonna be
my
half
best friend.
filthy.
And if anything ever, let's say,
That's a fact.
let's
That's why I'm
say,
cry.
let's say,
I'm gonna
let's say
lose all
we
the
out,
money.
let's say we out in public, right? And let's say Troy, if you come and smack the shit out of me, my wife would shoot you before my friend would,
And Envy will cry.
and I would definitely wouldn't cry, but.
You cry on a jail visit.
But that is the type of relationship me and my wife. So yeah,
Right.
we lovers. Yeah, we
I got
we
women like
married,
that.
But we also best friends. And to the point where some people gotta hide. I don't know your relationship with whatever, but I don't hide nothing from my wife. My wife know where the bodies are buried. She know where the money's at.
killed
She
people.
know where the thing is.
No. Allegedly.
Yeah,
She
come on,
talking about
Envy.
theoretical body.
Yeah, but she knows where everybody is. But that's the type of relationship I'm on. Now the skirt thing.
But what that got to do with crying?
I cried, but that don't make me less of a man. That don't make me less of who I am because I tear.
Well, now you putting words in my mouth. I didn't say it makes you less of a man.
Well, you said it does.
I said that
There's
it
other
could
ways
be,
he handles
There's
it.
other ways to handle it.
Okay,
Because,
but that
look,
doesn't make somebody who cries less than a man, or make somebody who cries weak.
Well, technically, it's not a strong way. Would you say it's a strong way of handling it? Let's go black and white, because you know I like to go black and white. If it's not a strong way of handling it,
It depends why you're crying.
is there another way for you to handle seeing that movie that makes you emotional? Is there?
To having a tear?
Is there another way for you to handle it?
I mean, there's a way that you might handle it, but I handle it differently.
Come on, man.
It's the truth.
You're doing an interview, but is there another way for you to handle it? That's what I'm saying.
I don't know, but because that's the way that I handle it.
All right,
that's my reaction.
I put it in
can't
black
think
and
about
white.
it like, damn, I could have handled that a little differently. Maybe I could have jumped up and cheered.
Well,
I don't know.
Actually,
my feeling and my emotion at that time was, damn, that was sentimental
but
for
look,
that time.
actually, what you just did is said I could have jumped up and cheered. You just answered the question.
But
You
that's
just
not,
actually did it.
But that's not my emotion. I would have faked it.
Your
That would be a fake
envy.
it. Then you'll be looking at me as one of those weirdo ass rappers
No,
because I'm not being
you know
real.
what? Let me say what it is then. I'm in control of my emotions now. That's the difference. I'm in control of them. You know what I'm saying? I don't let my emotions guide me and shit like that. So, like, my son he was on the field, his tooth was loose. His tooth came out in the game. He started crying. I said, what are you crying for? Are you dead? Are you injured? No, my tooth came out. I seen you pull a tooth out in the house. All right, spit the blood out and go back. He sucked it up and went back out there. But his mother and the team mom, they were like, oh, baby, oh. And he started to keep crying. I had to intervene. So now I gave him another way to deal with it. So that's how I want to raise my kids. You know what I'm saying? Every man is the king. Every man is a god to himself.
Gets married,
I wouldn't raise
cry.
Now my daughters, I would raise them different. I need my daughter to be
graduates from
feminine.
college, I'm gonna cry.
But I just said it. You saying the same thing I said.
Oh.
I just said.
Now, let me ask you this.
It's a fact though. I just said shit with your kids. If your kids do some accomplishments that you never
I'm gonna
did,
tear
it's off
because
limits.
it's something that I didn't do that I pushed them to be better than me.
I think he's agreeing with me.
Okay.
Thank you for making my point, my brother. That's what I'm saying.
But let me ask you this, Troy. So I saw you posted your girlfriend.
I should cry when I got my album charted. I should cry.
You should have.
Independent.
There's nothing wrong with that.
But
That's
I-
a big
To
thing.
have
But you know
tears.
that most
There's
people
nothing wrong
don't
with
do.
some happy
And that's
tears.
coming from the dirt where you came from
That's
and
a
be
fact.
like, damn, I made it. Every time I open up my bank account, I cry.
Oh my God.
I cry. You know why? Because I came from a place where I'm not supposed to have that.
Yo.
Every time I walk in my house, I cry. Because I come from an area
Envy.
where I'm not
Okay,
supposed
now
to be
you're
there.
crying too much.
You know what I did? I could have cried, but I bought a chinchilla. I did that.
Envy,
You know what I'm saying?
you
I
crying too much.
celebrated.
Every
But I
I
bought
popped
you
some
chilling
champagne.
and I cried.
Was it? But you add more shit on it, man. You add more shit on it.
Is it okay for the chinchilla to get wet?
Yo,
yeah, it's an animal.
It's an animal that can get wet.
Shit, if it get wet and it's a problem, you gotta take it back.
Now I saw you posted your girlfriend. Is that your girlfriend that you posted on Instagram?
Which one?
This one you talk about?
Oh, they got notes. Whoa. Hold up, Ice Cream Chuck.
What is that?
That's the one he
That one. That one.
Yeah, y'all ain't shit. Nah, that wasn't my girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? I was defending her because like I said this before, I'll say it again. I don't agree with no type of hate.
Right. I agree with you.
People will be cool with this type of hate, but not that hate is hate. Whether you hating on somebody for they got money, whether you hating on somebody for their gender, their sexuality.
But people might say you a hater though.
No, nigga never say I was a hater. That's a fact.
Because
tell me how.
You just said
never in life. I've never hated on nobody in my life.
But that's the way that they are.
That's not. No, I didn't.
You just said
that's not
people
hate.
that wear dresses you don't see eye to eye. That's kind of hate because you call them weirdos.
How is it hate? How is it hate?
Because if our cameraman wants to wear a dress, right, and that's his freedom because that's what he is. That don't affect you. That don't affect what you do.
Right.
Right?
But no, I'm saying right to what you're saying. Like
but
you
now
get it out.
You call a rapper that don't necessarily come from the same place that you come from, not raised the same way, because he doesn't look like you or dress like you. He's a weirdo. That's kind of hate.
That's not hate. You know what a weirdo is to me?
What's weirdo?
If you doing fucking drugs and you wearing funny nail polish and you acting feminine and you fucking rapping in weird ways, you a weirdo, but I'm not hating.
How's it rapping in weird ways? Because it's
I'm gonna tell you about rap. No, that's not true. Because I listen to soul music, the Spinners, all kind of shit.
You can't judge people by nail polish and what they wear.
Yeah, men should be wearing nail polish.
Rock stars wear nail polish all the time.
Rock stars. Let me tell you something.
I feel like everybody wears nail polish.
Tupac had a nose ring too.
Whatever. Don't do that. Tupac, don't do that to Tupac.
Would you wear
Tupac
nose ring? I wouldn't, but Tupac did.
But a lot of men wear nose ring. A lot of men don't wear nail polish. Whatever. Fuck. Rockstar, this what we got the game fucked up. First of all, back to the hate. I've never hated on nobody in my life. I get inspired. If I see somebody do shit, I'ma ask them, there's nobody walking the earth that can say I hate. I don't feel jealousy. Maybe one time when a nigga fucked my first girlfriend and then I've been cold ever since. You know what I'm saying? But I've never felt no jealousy, no hate. That's not how I'm built. I'm a genuine. I got different qualities about me that's different. As far as rock stars wearing nail polish, that people fuck horses. That ain't what we supposed to do.
It's that's just nail polish. Bestiality is something completely different than nail polish. Bestiality is illegal.
Drug. It's a gateway drug.
No, it's not.
It's a gateway drug. So this is what I'm saying. We gotta put
you said nail polish is a gateway drug?
I'm listening. I'm speaking, what they call it, cheek and tongue.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Tongue and cheek?
Tongue and cheek, yeah.
You got it, guys.
I learned that. You know what I mean? I always want to use that. So, what?
Go ahead.
All right. So, as far as I'm not wrong, but as far as like me hating, I never hate on nobody. That's a gateway drug. It's people doing things that you ain't supposed to do, and we gotta have control of our emotions. We gotta have control. Sometimes everything you want to do is not good. It probably feel good to shoot heroin. That don't mean you should fucking do it. As far as being a rock star is not rock and roll. We're not talking about rock and roll, which was started by Little Richard or one of these black people, and then Elvis came and did it. We talking about rock star. That's motherfucking straightening your hair, makeup, all kind of shit. Black people, if you ain't a fucking rock star, you're not Lenny Kravitz, dog. You being a rapper, now you blurring the lines. Cool to collab and music shit. This is where we got it fucked up. I don't never want to be like no other man. I got my own style. This is my own clothes. I straight finish myself.
But you should though.
Too many people. That's why we don't get individuality. Motherfuckers want to be like people, and that all stems from all these fake woke people. This shit stems from way back in slavery, dog. This is a fact. All these fake woke people talking about, we should do this or be, and motherfuckers marching. Look, I even get hated on by activists. I get hated on by the most groups of people, and I still stand tall. I'm still rich. Neither here nor there. It's all kind of shit going on as far as like motherfuckers want to be like people. I don't never want to be like nobody, and that shit stems from slavery. People have all the pride in the world, all the egos and shit, but they don't have the pride when a fucking master is taking your girl and going to have sex with her, raping her. You know what I'm saying? They don't have that pride at all. They just got to bow their head all. Same thing as being on the block. Yo, this is my block. I'm holding this shit down. This is me. Nigga, we good here. Nothing coming through here. But when that landlord come collect his rent, I'm throwing you and your mother and your baby mother and the kid out on the head. You don't have that pride. You pay that fucking rent. So the same thing goes for systemic racism. Not to get all deep on y'all, but a lot of, we have that, and this is all tying into people trying to, I'm a rock star. You're not a fucking rock star, dog. Black people, Spanish people, like people of urban, we got a fucking identity crisis, dog. You cannot tell me you woke. Y'all might be offended. I'm not trying to offend y'all. No. But no, at this part, you can't tell me you woke. You can't. All these fucking activist people y'all be having up here and shit like that, they need to go fucking sit the fuck down somewhere else, not here, not on the Breakfast Club. You can't tell me that you a fucking activist and you woke and you standing for justice and all that shit, and you cared about systemic racism if you still carrying a slave owner's name. That's the biggest fucking racism ever. I'm in the airport, renting a car, I'm on Hertz. I'm renting a car on Hertz, right? Mm-hmm. Black man come in there, he say some shit like, is Matthews, whatever the fuck his name was, and he's renting a car and he's like, I want to get this car, whatever. You got ID, sir? Yeah, it should be under Matthews or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. And then the other guy walking by, he's saying, I shouldn't have said Hertz, but fuck them, they don't give me a check. Mm-hmm. He like, my name is Matthews too or whatever. So he like, we could have been family or whatever, right? Yeah, we could have been family. We probably related, right? Mm-hmm. He walks off and then he said like some slick shit like, in the plantation. Dog, it don't matter what level of success. If you still carrying a slave owner's fucking name, that's the biggest systemic racism, period. Mm-hmm. It costs nothing to go change your name. $250. You go change your fucking name. Anybody, I don't care if you Dominican.
Did you change your name?
No, I'm in the process of changing my name. I'm not here just talking shit. Listen. I'm in the and then you change your own name and then you start your own lineage. Everybody didn't know this. If my grandfather knew this, he probably would do it. Malcolm X did it. I'm not saying change your name to a fucking alphabet.
Right, but you can't belittle the people that come up
here
and
say
because they didn't change their names, they not activists. Because
no, you're not.
When it comes to it, they're on the front lines. They're fighting.
That's like saying
somebody can't be 100% woke. The fact that they doing the doing.
I don't even like the term woke. I'm not even.
Me neither.
But they doing the work.
But you gotta.
But I appreciate anybody who's putting themselves on the front line.
Like they're doing the work. A lot of us
are you doing the work? Are you doing the work?
Because I don't think just changing your name is doing the work.
Changing your name is that takes you from the systemic racism off rip.
So because they changed the name, you X out everything else they did.
Yeah. Fact. No. I'm saying if you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it right. If you clean the house, you can't say the house is clean and you go in the bathroom and there's piss all over the toilet or there's dishes in the sink. You got to do the shit the right way, and we get caught up in seeing people do some shit and champion them. They ain't fucking right.
But that's like then it's like, who are you to say what's the right way and what's the wrong way?
I'm the man who been through all the hate and I still stand tall.
But you ain't been on the front line fighting for our rights and stuff like that. When?
How? Wait, hold on. No, don't. I'm not. Say I'm not the man to do it. Malcolm X is the man to do it. He did it.
He did it?
Yeah, he did it. All right, so let's follow in his lead.
And they killed him, and people are continuing to do it to make sure that they help our people.
But wait, if you woke and want to help your people, not saying you, but anybody, nigga, the difference with me, I'm willing to die for change.
Mm-hmm. So I prove that. So
I'm willing to.
Front line.
Are they really? Because you just threw a little shade. Yeah, but he died for that. So what? I'm willing to die so that my kids will have a better life. I'm willing to even. I'm willing. Everybody's not. I'm willing to even, sometimes, I ain't gonna front, I was willing to die for certain of my friends to live. That's how genuine and real I am about this shit. Mm-hmm. So instead of shutting it down, everybody don't gotta change, you gotta think about it, real shit. If you change your name right now, you probably not because your name's Asian, right?
Yeah, my dad's Chinese.
Exactly. So that was a real union. It wasn't, hey, let me take your African mother, rape her, or bring her to my parents, give her last name. If you change your name right now, whatever your last name could be Envy. Now everybody down the line that you start your lineage right now from Envy. You can have, nigga, I'm gonna have my mom change her name, my brother, everybody.
But people can still change their name and still be a sucker.
It don't matter if you a sucker.
You can still change your name and still be a racist. You still be a bigot. Still be a dickhead.
You can do that.
I feel like you need to go on the Facto show, Envy.
Yeah, he probably need to come on the Facto show. But you could do that, but you won't have that systemic racism. You won't have to walk around automatically knowing, damn, did these people own me? Did this fucking guy that works in Starbucks taking my drink and I'm sitting here driving my Ferrari, did his people own me? Because his last name is Casey or something. If I change my last name, they still could have owned me. What's the difference? No. That's when you cut this shit off. You cut the fucking arm off to save the body, dog. You got to. This is what I'm saying. People don't be willing to go all the way. I don't like that shit. That's the shit with music and everything. Niggas will be halfway in.
What are you going to change your name to?
I'm not going to tell that. I'm not going to tell it.
You're not going to tell it? All right.
I swear there's no cap with me. My name is on my chinchilla, dog. I'm changing my last name, but I'm not going to tell everybody what the fuck you should change it to. even down to look. I got shout out to my Dominican homegirl. She with me now. Like,
Is that your girlfriend?
Come on, yeah.
What?
Come
She's
on,
here
yeah.
now?
Yeah, I don't. No, she didn't come up. She didn't come up.
Oh, she in the car?
Yeah, she in the car.
Okay.
She chilling
So
out
that is
and
your
keep it
girlfriend?
warm. No, man, I don't have no girlfriend. I'm a single male. But what I was saying is that, and like that girl who you was talking about in there, that was not my girlfriend. That was, I was hanging out at a hotel after hosting, and we took a picture. And niggas was hating, saying she has strong facial features. She
Right,
doesn't.
I don't agree with that. No, she does
You know
not.
what I'm saying?
Right,
Yeah.
I was just wondering if that was your girl. That's
No,
all.
I don't.
Okay.
No, I'm good.
They
I
were
don't
like,
have a
Trey
girlfriend.
finally posted his girlfriend.
No, I had a whole reality show called All About the Money, and I had a girlfriend,
All
and we
About the
broke up
Money.
in the pandemic. That was over. But what I was saying, we broke up. It was over. See, I was making a good point. Envy them fucked me up. But
I fucked you up. I'm just saying.
Envy
He's
advocating.
going on the Facto show. You guys are gonna get
I mean,
this together.
I would love to go on the
You
Facto
would love to
show.
come on
I don't care.
Facto show.
But all I'm saying
told
is
some shit
you
with
just
on it.
can't, like, there's people out there that believe in what they believe, and there's people that like certain things, and because they like certain things, that don't affect you. That
It
don't
doesn't
affect
matter.
what you do.
Dog,
and it shouldn't matter to you what you do.
Let me tell you this.
What
Envy.
they do.
Look, my shirt say God is great and the paper straight.
God is great every
God
day.
is great
Yep.
and paper straight. All my ideologies and the way I live life is based on the Bible. Now, may I spin it or make it adjust to these new times, but my shit is based on the Bible, dog. You got black and white. People like to shoot dope in their arms. That does not make it right. You can't say, oh, sometimes they want to get high. Like, if we doing black and white, I know you got to be on radio and be political and shit, but if we talking black and white, nigga, there's always right and wrong. Always.
So
And
you
that's-
were wrong when you used to sell drugs.
Absolutely. I was fucking wrong.
So people could say that you were part of the reason why the black community is fucked up, because you were selling poison.
Because we talk about
Well,
the dope
I'm-
fiends, but
I'm
where are they
now-
getting it from?
Now look, let me tell you.
Now you
I
earlier
didn't-
you said
I
you
didn't
showed
trade
that
dope.
your son that crackhead, but you could have made him a crackhead.
No, now here's the thing. I couldn't have made nobody no crackhead because I got morals on my shit. You feel me? I got, like I
So
said.
you only sold to white people?
No, that's fucked up. I have no racism in my body.
So who do you
I
sell
would
to?
not just sell to white people. I tell you, I don't deal with hate at all. I don't deal with hate.
So what morals do you have as a drug
I'm
dealer?
gonna tell you, the same morals I have as being a faithful man. I'm never gonna bring home an STD. I'm never gonna bring home a baby, and I'm never gonna fuck with none of your friends or family to make you look crazy. So I never sold drugs to nobody who wasn't already on drugs.
But how
I
do
never.
you
I'm
know?
not a
You
pusher.
can't just always
Hey, yo,
look at somebody and tell. Sometimes
What you
people are
mean?
functioning drug addicts, right? Sometimes people are functioning.
First of all, when I sold drugs at the low level, it was to crackheads. And other than that, I just sold
But
straight
that's
weight.
still not okay.
How is it not okay? They want to
Morally?
get high. No, I'm saying it's not okay morally, but I'm accepting that. But I sold weight. Like, it's all in my songs. There's no cap. I sold weight. I didn't deal with crackheads. But I said I was wrong. You asked me if I was wrong. Yeah. And will I do it again? No. I mean, if my back is against the wall and I have no other way to get money, you know what I mean?
You always have options, like you said.
you
There's
always
other
do.
ways to handle things.
You always do.
So you say you would do
That's
it
the
again.
easy option.
But you
no,
just said
I say if my back against the wall, like dire circumstances, like.
But you just said you changed. You're closer to God.
I
you
am,
understand
and
how
I
you
said if my
affected,
back is
but then
against
you
the
said
wall.
if my back's against the wall, I would still sell crack and sell poison in my community.
No. And see, he trying to
just
find a way.
asking.
He like the detective that's on the case and they just focus on the husband. Meanwhile, the real killer's out the back door and the bloody shoes right there.
I'm just asking.
No. I would do what I had to do if my back was not. I'm not gonna go sell crack and my back against the wall because I need a new car and no shit like that. I'm not on. But if I know I can make this move and it's a high likely chance that I'm not gonna get caught and it's the difference between my kids not eating, I'm gonna make that move.
See, that's
but
the-
no,
I feel like
I'm
you
not
could
done.
figure something else out.
That's what I'm
Troy.
saying.
That's
what I'm
the
saying.
pieces I don't
that's-
like though, and that's
But
what's fucked up with our community.
It's
See,
not-
our
it's not
our
envy
community
'cause you didn't let
quick
me
to say-
finish.
Our community are quick to say, you know what? I'll sell drugs, right? But,
Yo,
but
no,
why not-
don't
why
do
not
me
go-
like that.
Why not work at McDonald's?
Don't do me
Why
like
not
that
go to
because
Home Depot?
don't do me like that because
Why
I
not go to
work.
Burger
I
King?
worked at Wendy's and I worked at
Chick-fil-A.
Wendy's and I worked at Domino's Pizza. That's a fact. And I tell my niggas this right now till this day. I'm not against work. The working man working is gangster. Providing for your family. However you got to do it.
I agree.
That's gangster. So I tell my niggas this till this day. Hey yo, instead of all y'all niggas selling drugs right here on this block, not gonna say the block, but like you know in the hood. Instead of all y'all selling drugs and just everybody going at each other making a little money, how about y'all send this fucking this kid? It's a little kid. He live in the building, whatever. Tell him go work in fucking McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? Say, yo, boy, you go work in McDonald's, working that bitch for 10 years. You don't gotta spend none of your check. It's a couple of us. We all gonna pay your whole check, whatever it is a month, $300 a week. We gonna chip in and pay your check. You leave that money, let that money pile up in your McDonald's. You know, McDonald's, you could buy a franchise from within.
Correct.
If you let that motherfucker build up all that money in his account, never spend no money, you take a square, straight-laced kid, here, we gonna sell a job, we gonna get the money. You keep the money in your joint. By the time it's time to buy that McDonald's, we'll put a business in all our name, and now we'll own something and be legitimate. I think about smart shit. I think about means to an end. I never sold drugs just to be flashy. I sold drugs to buy a liquor store. It failed. I sold drugs to get a laundromat. My uncle fucked it up. It failed. But I sold drugs to go get real estate.
Right, but this
I only did it to a means to an end.
I get what you're saying, right? But
don't act like you're doing something that when you're not.
I
know you gotta leave. I know you gotta leave. But 2 years ago,
no, we'll turn it to the Facto show.
2 years ago, somebody stole my Rolls Royce, right?
Right.
16-year-old kid, right? Local hood niggas gave him $1,000, and then they sold my truck for $30,000, right?
Right.
I went to that same hood and I was like, I don't want the car back. Y'all can have it. I said, but my problem is y'all gonna die. You gonna hop in somebody's fence, somebody gonna kill you. I said, let me show you how to make that money in tenants where you ain't gotta worry about looking over your shoulder.
Right.
That's what we need more of. Teaching them kids how to do it legally so they can still make money but not have to worry about looking over my shoulder.
Now, are you saying we need more of that from me? Because I do that all the time. Or you saying in general?
In general.
But for the record, you see I do that. I got a shipping company. I invite motherfuckers who got their CDLs, who you want to drive box trucks, come on in, I'll give you a job. I got real estate. I show people where I'm buying at.
Right.
That I show people everything I'm doing. Clothing line. I hire interns. I pay them. I don't just you're an intern, but I'm paying you. I enable people and I show by example. I don't get money secretly. I show this is what I'm doing.
Well, you gotta come up here. We gotta have another conversation because I heard you and Charlamagne DM'd each other, right? He told you what.
Yeah. He told you that. Charlamagne, chatty patty ass nigga, man.
Because you know what it is. Because
I'm not. I'm gonna tell you honestly. I'm not upset at Charlamagne. It's not on me to hold in. I'm letting go of negativity. That shit keep you in the negative.
Let's play a record off the album.
God is Great, Paper Straight, the album. I need everybody to go get it. It's charting. Keep charting it. Let's play that Weatherman, man. Weatherman.
All right.
Weatherman. And here go another thing. Anybody that want to change their last name and get under the thumb of systemic racism, I will pay for it.
Okay.
That is a fact. Another thing, go buy my album on iTunes. Buy that shit, $10. If you don't like it, I give you money back. Money back guarantee.
Okay.
All you gotta do is show me a real sales receipt.
All right.
It's a fact though.
It's Troy Ave, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Uh-huh.